respected ladies and gentlemen, and truly distinguished guests. When it comes to development, specifically our region's significant progress, too often labeled as poor and underdeveloped, in reality possesses immense agricultural, mineral, and industrial potential, as well as a favorable demographic. Our ambition is to build harmonious development based on the sovereign exploitation of our resources for the exclusive benefit of our people, and on the promotion of our cultural heritage. To this end, major initiatives have been launched, notably the creation of the Confederation Bank for Investment and Development, endowed with an initial capital of 500 billion francs, CFA.
Yes, here we are, family, brothers and sisters. Please do not skip. Full speech is coming. This is a series of vibrant, powerful, and epic speeches delivered by the Alliance of Sahel States leaders in English version. We started with a vibrant speech from Captain Ibrahim Traore. The Black Winter is coming. Then we shared an epic speech delivered by Abdulrahman Chan, General. Then now we are going to end with President Assimi GOＩTA with one of the fantastic speech. You know, President Assimi GOITA was appointed as the president of the Alliance of Sahel States. In his tenure, he achieved to have single biometric passport for the Alliance of Sahel States. Alliance of Sahel States achieved to have single army, achieved to have their own bank, and also they have inaugurated their own television. So family, now we are going to hear a full speech delivered by President Assimi GOITA as a president of the Alliance of Sahel States. So family, join with me to take a time to watch this powerful speech. Also, help me to share this message to other Africans who are here in the continent and to those who are in the diaspora.
Your Excellencies, Mr. President of Faso, Head of State. Your Excellencies, Mr. President of the Republic of Niger, Head of State. Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. President of the National Transitional Council, Mr. President of the Institutions of the Republic, and Provost Jean Goulart Traoré, former President of the Republic of Mali. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished ministers, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, respected ambassadors, truly distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I would like to extend a very warm and heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you to your cherished home here in the beautiful country of Mali, to the historic and vibrant land of Jatia, to my dear brothers, your excellencies. It is an honor to have you all here today. Captain Ibrahim Traore, the esteemed president of Burkina Faso and also the respected head of state, along with General Abdou Aman Chani, the distinguished president of the Republic of Niger, and likewise the revered head of state, as well as all the honorable members of your respective and important delegations. Bismillah. The Malian people are especially honored to welcome you once again to Bamako, on the occasion of the second session of the College of Heads of State of the Confederation of Sahel States, AES. Allow me to briefly recall the significant context that ultimately led to the profound creation of our esteemed confederation in the pivotal year of 2023. The neighboring brother country of Niger was, at that critical juncture, facing a truly existential threat, unfortunately and regrettably coming directly from certain ill-conceived initiatives led by various African countries. Aware of the significant danger that such an approach truly posed to the entire Sahel region, and deeply convinced that only genuine unity would effectively allow us to overcome our many challenges, we therefore decided to form a common front in order to prevent such events from happening again in our region. The tragic scenario that occurred in Libya in 2011 This was one of the first major expressions of solidarity within a then nascent AIS. Subsequently, on July 6, 2024, in Niamey, the AIS, in its current form, was established. It was born from a shared awareness, the realization of the need for a common response to security, political, and economic threats, which significantly affect the overall stability of our confederal space, most notably dangerous terrorist armed groups, pervasive cross-border banditry, as well as various insidious forms of external interference and destabilization. Since then, the AES Confederation has managed to lay the foundations for strengthened and integrated cooperation among its member states. During this first year of existence, in which I had the great honor of assuming the inaugural presidency, our confederation has affirmed its determination to take its destiny into its own hands with a clear sense of direction. The exclusive interest and well-being of our people In this regard, I would like to say the following. I would like to commend the unwavering commitment of our valiant confederal populations who very early on understood the stakes of our struggle and have supported us through concrete actions. Their remarkable resilience, praised by some and misunderstood by others, is merely a reflection of their commitment to our strategic choices and to the ideals upheld by the AIS. I would also like to pay special tribute to the diaspora of the confederal area who have not remained on the sidelines of the ongoing deliberations. They have actively mobilized through awareness raising, financial contributions, and unwavering support, all centered around the fundamental objectives of our esteemed confederation. Finally, I have seized this opportunity and this occasion to express my deep gratitude to my brothers, their excellencies, Presidents Traoré and Chani, for their active solidarity with the Malian population, who, since the announcement of this second session, have been subjected to economic terrorism of an unprecedented scale. So the objective is to push our brave people to revolt. Despite this harmful campaign, the AES stands firm and will continue to stand firm in the face of adversity. Our survival depends on it. Your Excellencies, Presidents, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, I would now like to review the achievements of the AES Confederation around these three pillars: defense and security, diplomacy, and development. In terms of security, coordination between the armed forces of the member states became a reality from the very first days of the creation of the AIS. Significant and substantial progress has been made, allowing, among many other crucial things, for the strengthened and more effective control of critical border areas and significantly improved security in the vital interest of our respective states, thereby greatly reducing the freedom of action and operational capabilities of dangerous armed terrorist groups. Thanks to the commitment and professionalism of our defense and security forces, several thousand terrorists have been neutralized and hundreds of sanctuaries destroyed, and large quantities of equipment have been seized. I am also pleased with the gradual deployment of the unified force of the AES Confederation, supported by projects, protocols, and practical arrangements that have now been defined to effectively address security challenges. Our Confederation remains firmly committed to developing its own military and security capabilities by building the AES Unified Force and strengthening inter-army coordination. Beyond strictly military action, civil military initiatives have been undertaken in the liberated areas to restore state authority, to strengthen cooperation between defense forces and the population, and to promote social cohesion. Thus, I would like to pay a heartfelt tribute to all the civilian and military victims who have fallen to the blows of human barbarity. In their memory, I ask you to observe a minute of silence. Excellencies, Presidents, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on the diplomatic front, the AES Confederation has emerged in a complex geopolitical environment marked by the return of power struggles, games of influence and attempts at interference. This current reality has indeed led us to proactively adopt a truly adapted and fully assumed comprehensive stance. Thanks to the coherence of its positions and the effectiveness of its actions, the AES Confederation has gradually managed to establish itself on the regional and international stage as a significant force. Several states and international organizations now understand that AES is an essential interlocutor in the ISL. Under the Malian presidency, the established diplomatic consultation mechanisms, meticulously crafted and implemented by the respective heads of state, have consistently enabled the clear and unambiguous expression of common positions and various significant shared interests, particularly within the framework of prominent international organizations and their associated bodies. The significant diversification of our crucial partnerships, including those with powerful emerging global powers and various international organizations, will undoubtedly help further strengthen the overall geopolitical positioning and the vital AIS area. In this regard, I would like to thank the sincere and reliable partners who have understood the essence of our struggle and have made the responsible choice to support us. Esteemed Excellencies, Honorable Gentlemen Presidents, respected ladies and gentlemen, and truly distinguished guests. When it comes to development, specifically our region's significant progress, too often labeled as poor and underdeveloped, in reality possesses immense agricultural, mineral, and industrial potential, as well as a favorable demographic. Our ambition is to build harmonious development based on the sovereign exploitation of our resources for the exclusive benefit of our people, and on the promotion of our cultural heritage. To this end, major initiatives have been launched, notably the creation of the Confederation Bank for Investment and Development, endowed with an initial capital of 500 billion francs, CFA, as well as the establishment of the Confederal Pre-Fund, which are major levers for financing our projects. The AIS division, which we have just inaugurated, will contribute to strengthening the ties between our populations and to combating disinformation, which our Confederation has been fighting against since its creation. Excellencies, Mr. Presidents, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, in the same spirit, a central purchasing office for essential goods is being established in order to better address the basic needs of our populations. Furthermore, to facilitate the free movement of people and goods within our area, travel documents such as the AIS passport and the AIS biometric card have been put into circulation. The future of our Confederation in terms of economic and social development is full of hope. We have been able to define and implement policies aimed at ensuring sovereignty over our resources and our economic choices. As can be seen, the continuation of major infrastructure projects and routes to open up both the internal and external areas of the AES Confederation are underway. Namely, an airline company, a highway and a railway connecting Bamako, Niamey, or Ouagadougou, additional protocol developed relates to matters of defense and security, diplomacy, and development, as well as confederal sessions and parliaments, which complete and strengthen the institutional architecture of the Confederation. Yes. And in accordance with the treaties of July 6, 2024, establishing the Confederation of Sahel States, AES. Excellencies, gentlemen presidents, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, I would finally like to extend my sincere thanks to my brothers, the excellencies, the captains, Idem Travelé, President of the PATOV, Head of State and General of the Army, Abdurrahman Chani, President of the Republic of Niger, Head of State, for the trust placed in me, in my confidence. The inaugural presidency of the AES Confederation, as well as for their constant support in carrying out this noble mission. The significant achievements recorded in terms of restoring lasting peace, strengthening comprehensive security, diligently fighting against all forms of terrorism, and fostering sustainable development, alongside vigorously defending the vital interests of the AES on the international stage, truly meet the legitimate and deeply held aspirations of our entire people. With the unwavering support of our people, united and in strong solidarity, we are absolutely confident that we will ultimately succeed in all our endeavors. With these words, I declare open the proceedings of the second session of the College of Heads of State of the AES Confederation. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa.